here's 5 easy steps towards your goals a little bit better so that when we get to 2025, you're going to stick with it and see your goal all the way through. Okay. Right now, it is almost the end of the year. That means that pretty soon you're going to be hearing people tell you all about their New Year's resolutions and the goals that they want to get accomplished next year. You're probably going to start hearing things like, I want to lose weight. I want to eat better next year. I want to start a business next year. I want to insert whatever you usually hear. It's a great thing because you want to see people improving and making progress towards something in life that, that they care about. But as we know, usually when there's a New Year's resolution set, people start off strong in like January, maybe even through February if they're like really mentally tough. Then by the time we get to March or April, it's over, no more progress towards the goal. And one of the biggest reasons that I've found that the progress stops is because of the wording of the goals. So here's 5 easy steps towards your goals a little bit better so that when we get to 2025, you're going to stick with it and see your goal all the way through. All right, step 1 is just to write down whatever your goal is. So, on a sheet of paper or a notes page on your phone, write it down. And for the sake of this video, let's just say that my goal is to get a new job. And whenever you got that written down, let's move on to step 2. Step 2 is to not make your goal whatever the end result is that you want, but instead make it whatever you would have to do to get to the goal. In case that was a little bit confusing, let's go back to my example of wanting to get a job. Now, I want to get a job is me saying the end result that I want. But the problem is that me getting a job isn't completely in my control. So before I go on with that goal, I'd ask myself 2 questions. First, what's not in my control in this case? And second, what's in my control in this case? So when it comes to me getting a new job, someone deciding to give me the job or anything like that, that's not in my control. But what is in my control is applying to places and the effort that I put into my applications. Thinking of that, I might set my goal instead of it being to just get a new job. Maybe I'd want it to be to apply to 100 places or something like that, because applying to places is something that I can manually do and it's in my control, but the outcome isn't. All right, so once you have an idea of what you need to do to get to your goal, step 3 is to think of how much of it you need to do to get there. So for me, in getting a new job, I know that what's in my control is applying. Now, in the last step, I said that maybe I'd apply to 100 places. And I think that 100 is a good number just because I only need one job for me to succeed at what I'm going for. So if I apply to 100 and only get one, that's a 1% chance. And I think I got a pretty good shot at, hitting on 1% of the applications I do. So what do you think would be a good number for you to do the things that are in your control to get to whatever your goal is? Step 4 is just to decide, when do you want to get your goal done by? Personally, I never set a goal for beyond 12 months out just because I don't think I can really focus on something for more than a year. So for my goal, I'd set it for either 6 months from today or 12 months from today. And if you're starting your goal on January 1st, then you can say June 1st or the start of next year. By now, you should have a pretty good idea of what's in your control that you're going to do to get towards your goal. You should also have a pretty good idea of how many of those things that are in your control you're going to need to do to get to your goal. And then finally, you should have a good idea of when you want to have your goal done by, so a finish date. So for step 5, we're just going to put all those things together into one sentence. So for me, that sentence looks like, my goal is to submit 100 job applications by 6 months from now. And for you, the sentence is going to look something similar. So my goal is to, and there you put in whatever you're doing and however many reps of it you need to do. And then after that, by whatever your finish date is. So fill in the blanks, and once you've done that, you got your goal. Good luck. I believe in you, and I know you're going to get it done this year. Bye.